welcome to another weekly tarot reading. I am reading for the week of March 19th to March 25th, and as always, this is sort of a practice thing for me. I want to make sure I get in at least one good reading a week, and so I decided to do it this way. I'm using the Gilded Tarot Companion, which was a gift from a friend. And if you would like to learn more about Maiden Circle, you can find out from my blog at viawilderathome.com. Just click on blog and it'll take you right to it. I post every other week on various pagan matters, and not to brag, but I think it's pretty awesome. So as I have done in every video, and if you've been watching, you've probably heard this quite a bit, I am going to be reading the cards intuitively in the way that it comes to me, and then I'm going to be reading what the companion book says is the interpretation. So let's get started. I'll be reading a card for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Before I get started, I just want to thank you guys for liking and subscribing and for following me every week. If you have any suggestions or want to see any new types of spreads or have anything else that can help me along with my practice, then let me know in the comments. I am open to all ideas, and I am also giving free readings to people. Just let me know and I'll record a reading for you to further my learning. So let's get started. The card for Monday is the Seven of Cups. For Monday, I'm getting a sense of abundance. I'm getting the sense that everything that you need is available to you. And if you're starting something new, this is the day to do it. This is the day to really take the steps that you need to take to create a new life. A lot of the readings I've been getting lately have been showing that this year is going to be a huge year of change. And Monday, especially because the new moon just passed, it's going to be an important day for whatever goals you have. Monday is a day when you should feel aligned within yourself, and if you don't, then take some time to meditate, take some time to read or relax, indulge in self-care, because you should feel a sense of wholeness. You should know what you want and where you want to go, and you should be already taking steps towards that. Let's see what the book says about the Seven of Cups. You are faced with many choices, opportunities, and dreams. Find inspiration from them where you can. Acknowledge them as distractions if they take you from the path you have chosen. Be aware of being overcome by the power of these distractions. They may be enticing and you enjoy entertaining them for a while, but you may regret that choice in the long run. The card for Tuesday is the Eight of Pentacles. So even though the young person in the card is inside and studying, I'm getting a sense that today is a day to go out. Today is a day to, or at least to step outside of your comfort zone, to reach out to people and share what you know. Because what I'm seeing is this young person is studying and the ceiling is littered with pentacles, and from the first glance it looks like he's got a lot of abundance, and he does. He's got a lot going for him. You have a lot going for you. However, it's not being utilized, it's not being used. So if yesterday was the time for you to focus on your goals and to really feel balanced and to become balanced, create balance in your life, and to create a foundation for yourself, today is the day to share what you have learned, share what you've gained from that, and give back to your community. Give back to people who ask. Maybe there will be a questioner coming for you. Maybe someone has some need of what you possess, need of information that you possess. You indeed have an abundance around you. You have whether it's money or knowledge or resources. You have something to offer, and at the moment, I'm not sensing that you're offering enough of it. And Tuesday is the time to start to see what you can provide to your community, see what you can provide to your family and your friends, and make an effort to do so. Let's see what the book says about the Eight of Pentacles. You are involved in a course of study in preparation for a better future. Your discipline and drive will serve you well. Do take a moment, though, and enjoy some pleasant companionship. Be aware of driving yourself too hard and to the exclusion of all else. Even in the midst of heavy studies, a person needs a little rest and relaxation. The card for Wednesday is the Ten of Swords. So at first glance, it looks like it's not a great card. It looks like there's trouble ahead. But I'm getting that there is hard work ahead for you. But what this card is saying to me right now is that you're okay. That it seems like the world is on your shoulders. It seems like you're being torn apart or pulled in every direction. And that's what I meant about like Monday, taking time for self-care and being able to share what you know and what you've learned to help other people. You've had a trial. You've had some hardship and some struggle. But what the little deer in the picture and the green of the grass and everything is telling me is that that's almost behind you. You're supported by the universe. You're supported by the earth. You're supported by the divine. And maybe it's time for you to rest a little bit. You've done a lot of hard work, and you've been pushing yourself and maybe neglecting that self-care that I mentioned, but you've done a lot, and now you're at this point where you feel like you can't get up. You feel like the world just keeps knocking you down over and over and over again. And maybe it does, but you need to have faith. You need to believe that there's someone looking out for you, and that you can make the right choices. Whatever reasons that may have been holding you back or beating you down, you're coming to a place where you have to push past those. You have to realize that you're not alone. Let's see what the book says about the Ten of Swords. You are at the end of a hard situation. It is probably about all you can stand, and you may not think you'll make it. You can. Have faith that the tide is about to turn. Be aware of losing hope. Do not give up. The wheel is about to begin an upward turn. The card for Thursday is the Ten of Wands. Okay, so like I said, you had come through this hard moment, and maybe on Wednesday you felt like you couldn't get up. Thursday you realize you can. Thursday you suddenly, or maybe not suddenly, maybe you've spent time thinking about it, but Thursday you realize that you do have the strength to achieve your goals. You have the wherewithal to do what you need to do, and you're almost done. You're closer than you think you are to being able to rest. You're working hard and you're motivated. So if you're not feeling motivated on Thursday, find some way to trigger your brain into that motivated state. Use affirmations or exercise, or if you feel, one of the things that I like to do is if I feel a desire to do something that I generally don't like to do, like clean up, the moment I feel that desire to do it, I try to force myself to do it, because that's all it takes. It just takes that spark of thought of, I should do that, then do it, right then and there. It may not be something huge, may not be something small. I do feel like this is something towards a larger goal for you, that you are at a precipice of achieving a large goal, of achieving whatever it is you've been working for. You're stepping through that boundary, and Thursday is the day for you to do some of the hard work, but understand, like with the deer in the last card, you're being watched and you're being backed. You're being taken care of by the universe. You're working hard and people are taking notice. The world is around you is taking notice. The universe, the divine, whatever you want to call it, your angels, your higher self, they're noticing this work that you're doing. And you're so close to having whatever it is that you're going for. You're so close to having a huge change in your life for the better. So make sure on Thursday that you put in the effort. You put forth the energy necessary to achieve your goals because they're coming for you. This week, you have all 4 suits. You have the cups, the pentacles, the swords, and the wands. Like, that is amazing. That's a beautiful reading for you. You have everything that you need and you're working towards these goals. And I'm excited to see what the next 3 cards are, because this week is going to be a beautiful one for you. Let's see what the book says about the Ten of Wands. You are nearly finished with an arduous task. You may be exhausted, but the light at the end of the tunnel, like a beautiful sunrise, gives you the determination to see this through. Draw on your most basic instincts for the strength to finish what you started. Be aware of stopping too soon. Do not let the relief of seeing the end of the situation cause you to falter. Rather, let it focus your actions. The card for Friday is the Three of Cups. Yes, so now you're celebrating. Friday, you have accomplished something. You feel it, you're balanced. You found some sort of guidance, something that makes you feel whole, and you're happy. So Friday, celebrate. Friday is a day to pay attention to the abundance in your life. Recognize the people you love, recognize the good that life has brought to you, that the universe has brought to you. Be aware of all the beauty in your life and celebrate it. Be happy for it. Nothing is perfect. No one is perfect. But you have so much to be happy for. Do not dwell on the things that aren't serving you right now. Don't dwell on what you don't have. Think actively and aggressively about the good, beautiful things in your life. Because you deserve them. You've worked hard for this. This isn't just something that was handed to you. You put in the work, you put in the self-work, you looked at yourself and you looked at your goals and the steps you would need to take to improve not only your life, but your inner sanctum, your inner self, your inner spirit. To connect yourself with deity and connect yourself with the future that you're seeing, that you're imagining. Enjoy this on Friday. It's yours. You got this. You won this. You deserve this. Enjoy it. Let's see what the book says about the Three of Cups. You are surrounded by those who give you happiness. Remember to acknowledge and appreciate them. Take time with others to celebrate the simple joys of being alive. Be aware of ignoring the simple pleasures of life and not appreciating those around you. This is not a time to focus on your problems, no matter how pressing. Practice gratitude and see what develops. The card for Saturday is the King of Pentacles. He sits on his throne, surrounded by gold and green. If that doesn't say abundance, I don't know what does. You've celebrated, you've worked hard, and now you're reaping the benefits of your success. Feel good about it, but don't forget the hard work it took you to get here, and don't forget that it's going to take hard work to remain here. But you're so successful, you're feeling good on Saturday. You're seeing the benefits of your work. You're seeing the results of months or even years of hard work. Like I said, this isn't an overnight thing. This is something you've been working towards, something you've wanted for a long time and have been putting in a lot of effort for. Your life is about to change. You're reaping the benefits of your work. But like I said, don't forget that there's more ahead. Don't get so wrapped up in the gold, in the money, or the attention, or whatever. Don't get so wrapped up in your success that you forget to appreciate it, or that you forget to work for the next step. There's always a need to move forward, and you don't have to speed forward or rush into things or anything like that, but there is always that need to move forward. So don't get stuck here, but definitely enjoy it. Definitely feel like the king that you are, or the queen that you are. Feel like you're on top of the world because you worked hard for it and you did earn it and you deserve it. And keep in mind that you're moving forward. Let's see what the book says about the King of Pentacles. You enjoy the finer things in life and are willing to work hard for them. Although you want the best, you don't expect it handed to you. At this point, you have worked hard and long. You've wielded your authority and talents wisely. You would like to set down responsibility, if even for just a while, and indulge yourself in the good things life has to offer. Be aware of becoming lazy or dependent on material possessions. Your love of luxury could overcome your practical nature and lead to debt. Although you may be seduced by the good life, you'll find that it alone cannot satisfy you. The card for Sunday is the Queen of Swords. This is a very wise energy. So this week has been one that was full of change. Something in your life has changed, and it's changed for the better. And now you have to consider what this means for you. You have to consider what's ahead for you. Like I said with yesterday's card, you have to keep moving forward. Sunday is a day for you to make a new plan, or to decide where the path that you're on is taking you, to look into this path and follow the good of it. Consider what parts of your life right now are giving you joy. Consider what parts of your life are teaching you something, or helping you to feel like you're growing or changing. Those are the parts for you to follow. Those are the parts for you to really take stock of and appreciate. Also take this time to look at whatever isn't working for you. What's causing you pain? What's causing you stress? What's causing you to feel like you are unbalanced, that you're not exactly yourself? Look at those things and find some way to remove them from your life. Or find out why they're making you feel the way they are, and if you can't remove them, find a way to alter the energy. You're coming to a point where you're going to be an authority, or just someone with something to share that serves the world. And you need to release the things that are not helping you to do that. You need to release the things that are holding you back. That could be fear. That could be a fear of your own success. It could be fear of change, or of fully being yourself and embracing all that makes you you. But that's what you have to get over. That's what you have to do. Embrace yourself and embrace your knowledge and embrace your wisdom to follow your path. Let's see what the book says about the Queen of Swords. You have used your mind, truth, and logical thinking to create order in the world. You've taken your suffering and joys and married them to a useful philosophy so that you are at ease in the world. You are a good and helpful friend, although some may say you lack emotion. Be aware of depending too much on order. Remember to be flexible when things don't go your way. Allow others to behave as they believe right. Your ways are not everyone's ways. Do not divorce yourself from your emotions in an effort to protect yourself. Yeah, in that way of not divorcing yourself from emotions, that's kind of what I mean when I say to embrace yourself, embrace everything that makes you you. There may be fear of letting yourself open up in that way, but you have to do that to find your path. And if you are working on that, this week is already going to be a beautiful one for you. I mean, look at these cards. This is a week of completeness, of wholeness, and of change. There's something changing within you, within your mind, or in your life. I do feel like this is something you've been working towards for a long time. And it's happening. It's happening now. You're changing for the better. So keep it up. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I hope this reading was helpful to some of you. Again, let me know in the comments what you liked, what you didn't like, what other things you'd like to see in the future. If you're interested in seeing the blog, the link is below, as are my other works and my writer's newsletter. So thank you again for coming. I love you with all my heart. Blessed be.